On the morning of August 10th, 2023, police entered a quiet home in Woking, Surrey. Inside, they found the lifeless body of 10-year-old Sara Sharif, alone, broken, and battered with over 70 injuries. Her parents, gone. Her siblings, missing. And what unraveled next and would reveal one of the most horrifying cases of child abuse in recent times. Sara Sharif was a bright, cheerful little girl who loved to sing and play guitar. She dreamed of becoming a ballet dancer one day. She lived in Woking with her father, Urfan Sharif, her stepmother, Bainash Batul, their 4 children, and her uncle, Faisal Malik. On the outside, their life seemed quiet, ordinary even, but behind her shy smile, Sara was hiding unbearable pain. Urfan, a Pakistani taxi driver who moved to the UK in 2001, had a violent history. His former partner, Angelica, once reported him for threatening her with a knife and keeping her captive. She had met him while working under him at a Burger King. Sara's biological mother, Olga Domin, was Polish. After marrying Urfan in 2009, they had a son in 2010 and Sara in 2013. Their marriage turned toxic quickly. Urfan was arrested for assaulting Olga and locking her in a room. He even tried to set her on fire, but was stopped just in time. From the very beginning, Sara was at risk. She was placed under child protection just months after birth. In 2015, after the couple divorced, she lived with her mother. But in 2019, custody was handed over to Urfan after Sara claimed Olga had hit her. She never returned to her mother's home. Once in her father's custody, things only got worse. Sara was treated like a servant, forced to do endless domestic chores while Batul yelled, belittled, and verbally abused her. When Batul grew angry, she would call Urfan at work and demand he come home just to punish Sara. The punishments were cruel. She was beaten, tied with tape, her head covered with a makeshift hood. One night, for simply hiding Urfan's keys, he forced her to do sit-ups. All night, no sleep, no rest, just pain. For being a child, neighbors heard her screams. One even tried to check on her, but was turned away by Batul. Her teachers noticed bruises. In January 2023, she began wearing a hijab to school, likely to cover the injuries. The school reported it to social services. An investigation opened and was closed in just 6 days. Shortly after, Sara was pulled from school completely. She disappeared from public view. On August 8, 2023, Sara's older brother sent a chilling text to a friend, "My sister has died." 2 days later, in the early hours of August 10th, police entered the house on Hammond Road. There, in the living room, they found Sara's body, lifeless and battered. Over 70 injuries, fractures, burns, bruises, wounds that had been inflicted over time. Beside her, a handwritten note from her father, Urfan. "It's me, Urfan Sharif, who killed my daughter by beating. It was not my intention to kill her, but I lost it. Maybe I'll be back before you finish the post-mortem." But where were they? They were absconding. All 3 had boarded a flight to Islamabad on August 9th, just 1 day before police discovered Sara's body, and now the manhunt had begun. Urfan, Batul, and Malik had boarded a flight to Islamabad the day before, on August 9th. 1 hour after landing in Pakistan, Urfan Sharif made a 999 call. He dialed Surrey police. The call lasted 8 minutes and 34 seconds. He confessed,
"I cannot. I physically punished my daughter and she died.
Your daughter has died?
I killed my daughter.
How have you killed your daughter?
I beat her up. It wasn't my intention to kill her, but I beat her up too much."
Pakistani police, alerted by Interpol, launched a high-profile search across the country to locate them. Officers tracked down the Urfan's arrest of children at a property in Jhelum. Rasik Munir, a relative of Urfan Sharif's who hid Sara's family for weeks during the international police hunt. On September 13th, Urfan, Batul and Malik returned voluntarily to the UK. 7 minutes after landing at Gatwick Airport, police boarded the plane and arrested them in their first-class seats. On September 15, 2023, the three were charged by police with murder and causing or allowing the death of a child and were remanded in custody until trial. Sharif initially denied that he played a part in Sara's death, blamed Batul for Sara's death, but he eventually accepted that he had caused Sara's injuries and fractures besides the bite and burn marks. He also accepted that he beat his daughter with a cricket bat. In December 2024, Urfan Sharif, her father, was sentenced to life in prison, minimum 40 years. Bainash Batul, her stepmother, received 33 years. Faisal Malik, her uncle, was sentenced to 16 years for allowing the death. There was a red notebook from Sarah, recovered after her death. She wrote her own story about a queen named Bainash, whom she described as the best caring and loving mother in the world, and a princess, also called Sarah. Rest in peace, little angel. If this story moved you, share it. Someone out there needs to hear it. Subscribe to Hidden Truths for more real, raw, and untold stories.